Welcome to Then and Now, where we journey back in time to explore the lives and careers of legendary stars. I'm Antony, your host for today. Our main character today is an eternal icon of Hollywood cinema, Humphrey Bogart. Born on December 25, 1899 in New York, Humphrey DeForest Bogart began his acting career with minor roles on Broadway stages. With his masculine appearance and unique acting style, Bogart quickly caught the attention of film producers. In 1941, Bogart truly broke through with his role in The Maltese Falcon, marking the rise of a new film star. And just a year later, his role as Rick Blaine in the classic Casablanca elevated his name to new heights, making him an icon of film noir and American cinema. But Bogart was not just a star on the screen, he was also a devoted husband and father. His marriage to actress Lauren Bacall became one of Hollywood's most beautiful love stories. The two appeared together in several films and were always the center of attention. Humphrey Bogart passed away in 1957, but his legacy lives on through time. His roles are not just images on screen, they are everlasting monuments in the hearts of fans. After his passing, Bogart was honored with many awards and titles. He left an indelible mark on the history of cinema and continues to inspire generations of actors. Today, Humphrey Bogart's name is still mentioned with respect and admiration. His films are rewatched and studied, serving as an inspiration for those who love the seventh art. Thank you for joining us on a journey through the life and career of Humphrey Bogart. Stay tuned to Then and Now for more explorations of legendary stars. Below are some documentary images of this handsome and stylish actor. I'm Antony, goodbye, and see you next time. Hello friends, welcome to Then and Now channel. I'm Antony, and today we will continue our journey to explore the lives of famous stars from childhood to becoming global icons. And our character today is someone whose smile melts the hearts of millions, none other than Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts, Hollywood's smile queen. But did you know that, before becoming a bright star, Julia was also an ordinary girl with very simple dreams? Yes, she was also one of us, with top-of-the-top childhood stories. This is Julia as a child. Looking at this little girl, do you think that in the future she will become one of the most popular actresses in the world? Once upon a time, Julia wanted to become a veterinarian. Surely dogs and cats will be very happy with Dr. Julia's smile. The story goes that, as a child, Julia loved animals and often brought home stray dogs and cats. Sometimes her parents have a headache because the house becomes a mini zoo. One time, Julia rescued a cat from a tree and brought it home, making the whole family excited because they thought the family had a new member forever. Julia was born into a family with an artistic tradition. Her parents are both actors and writers, so it's no surprise that she showed an early talent for acting. Little Julia often organizes mini theater shows at home, with an audience of family and teddy bears. Every time she finishes performing, she personally awards herself an Oscar, a talent that does not wait for age. This is Julia in Pretty Woman, the movie that made her a cinema icon. Did you know that, before accepting this role, Julia had to compete with many other actresses? But with her sunny smile and natural acting, Julia conquered everyone right from her first audition. An interesting story is that, during an audition, the director asked Julia to perform a very crying scene. Do you know what Julia did? She thought about losing her favorite pizza, and as a result, Tears flowed, and everyone was in awe. Truly, pizza has extraordinary power. And don't forget, Julia once performed excellently in Erin Brockovich, the film for which she won an Oscar. This role proved that Julia not only has a beautiful smile, but also outstanding acting talent. She researched the role thoroughly by meeting the real-life Erin Brockovich herself, and even did some actual investigation. An actor truly dedicated to his profession. But not only on screen, in real life, Julia is also a respectable woman. She has participated in many charitable activities and is a passionate supporter of many humanitarian organizations. Julia believes that no matter how famous you are, the most important thing is to live a useful life and help others. Julia Roberts' story is proof that no matter where you start, if you have passion and perseverance, you can become a legend. And you know, Julia also has a very interesting hobby: gardening. Who would have thought that the Hollywood queen would like to plant vegetables and flowers? She once said that gardening helps her find peace and feel the simple beauty of life. Perhaps that is the secret to helping Julia maintain her bright smile and optimistic spirit. Did you know, Julia is also a person who loves reading and often takes time to relax with a good book. Once, she was caught reading a book while waiting to film a scene. When asked what she was reading, Julia laughed and said she was reading about how to take care of bonsai. Truly unlimited passion. With a career spanning more than 3 decades, Julia Roberts has participated in many other famous films, such as My Best Friend's Wedding, Notting Hill, and Ocean's 11. She has become one of the highest-paid actresses in Hollywood and a symbol of success in the film industry. Currently, Julia continues to work in the entertainment industry and participate in many new film projects. She constantly challenges herself with diverse and challenging roles. Julia always believes that every role is an opportunity to learn and grow. So today, we explored together the story of Julia Roberts from childhood to fame. From a little girl who loves animals to a talented actress and a kind woman, Julia Roberts is truly an icon, not only of cinema, but also of life. Don't forget to follow Then and Now channel to continue to explore other interesting and inspiring stories with us. See you tomorrow with a brand new star. Goodbye and have a nice day. And remember, keep a smile on your face like Julia Roberts. Hello friends, welcome to Then and Now channel. I'm Antony, and today we will continue our journey to explore the lives of famous stars from childhood to becoming global icons. And our character today is an actress famous not only for her ravishing beauty, but also for her kind heart. None other than Angelina Jolie. Angelina Jolie, Queen of Hollywood. But did you know that before becoming an icon of beauty and talent, Angelina was also a normal girl with very simple dreams? Today, we will explore together the journey from little girl Angie to global star Angelina Jolie. This is Angelina Jolie as a child. Looking at this little girl, do you think that in the future she will become one of the most popular actresses in the world? Once upon a time, Angelina wanted to become a magician. That's right, you heard right. Our little girl Angie once dreamed of wowing everyone with magic tricks. The story goes that, as a child, Angie loved performing and often did magic shows for her friends and family. One time she made her pet dog disappear. Don't worry, the dog was just hiding behind the curtain, but everyone had a hard time laughing at her joke. Angelina was born into a family with an artistic tradition. Her father is famous actor Jon Voight, and her mother is Marceline Bertrand. Therefore, it is not surprising that she soon revealed her acting talent. Little Angelina often goes to the movies with her mother and imitates actors on screen. Sometimes, she even writes her own scripts and performs them in front of a mirror, a talent that does not wait for age. This is Angelina in Lara Croft Tomb Raider, the movie that made her name fly high and far. With this role, Angelina proved that she not only has ravishing beauty, but also great acting ability and extraordinary strength. Did you know that, to prepare for this role, Angelina had to undergo extremely harsh training in extreme sports? And not just stopping there, Angelina has conquered the big screen with a series of blockbuster movies such as Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Wanted, and Maleficent. In particular, her role in Girl Interrupted brought her an Oscar. Surely many of you were very impressed with Angelina's excellent transformation ability in this role, right? But you know, Angelina Jolie is not only a talented actress, but also a wonderful mother and a dedicated philanthropist. She has adopted many children from all over the world and always takes time to care for and love them. Angelina is also a goodwill ambassador for the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees and has traveled extensively to help people in difficult situations. And here's an interesting fact. Angelina Jolie loves collecting knives. That's right, you heard right. She has a collection of knives from around the world and even knows how to perform knife acrobatics. Surely this has helped her a lot in her action roles. Did you know, Angelina is also a person who loves adventure sports, such as skydiving, scuba diving, and mountain climbing. She once shared that these sports help her relieve stress and find peace in her soul. What a strong actress, not only on screen, but also in real life. With a career spanning more than 3 decades, Angelina Jolie has left a deep impression on the audience with her films and humanitarian activities. She has won many prestigious awards and nominations and is always one of Hollywood's most popular faces. Currently, Angelina continues to work in the entertainment industry and participate in many new film projects. She constantly challenges herself with diverse and challenging roles. Angelina always believes that every role is an opportunity to learn and grow. So today, we explored Angelina Jolie's story from childhood to fame. From a little girl who loves magic to a talented actress and exemplary mother, Angelina Jolie is truly an icon not only of cinema, but also of life. Don't forget to follow Then and Now channel to continue to explore other interesting and inspiring stories with us. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, and see you again. Welcome to Then and Now, where we go back in time to explore the lives and careers of legendary stars. I'm Antony, your host today. And our main character today is one of the biggest stars of the 21st century, Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo Wilhelm DiCaprio was born on November 11, 1974 in Los Angeles, California. His passion for acting ignited at a very young age, with his first role at just 5 years old on the children's show, Romper Room. Leo's first breakthrough came in 1993 with This Boy's Life, co-starring Robert De Niro. His portrayal of a troubled teenager received critical acclaim. That same year, his role as Arnie Grape in What's Eating Gilbert Grape brought him his first Oscar nomination. In the mid-90s, DiCaprio conquered audiences with Romeo plus Juliet, but it was Titanic in 1997 that catapulted him to global stardom. With his role as Jack Dawson, he became a phenomenon globally, with the film becoming one of the highest-grossing films of all time. Not wanting to be boxed in, DiCaprio challenged himself with many diverse roles. In the early 2000s, he had impressive performances in Catch Me If You Can and Gangs of New York. His collaboration with Martin Scorsese began here and continued with The Aviator, where he portrayed Howard Hughes, winning the Golden Globe Award for Best Actor. DiCaprio's versatile abilities were evident in The Wolf of Wall Street and The Revenant. His emotional performance in The Revenant ultimately earned him the Best Actor Oscar. More recently, he shined in Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Not only a talented actor, Leonardo is also a passionate environmental activist. His Leonardo DiCaprio Foundation supports global conservation projects, and he has produced documentaries to raise awareness about climate change. From humble beginnings to his current status as a Hollywood legend, Leonardo DiCaprio continues to fascinate us with his talent and enthusiasm. His journey is a testament to his relentless pursuit, rests on excellence, both on screen and off. Thank you for joining us in exploring the life and career of Leonardo DiCaprio. Please continue to watch Then and Now to learn more about other legendary stars. I'm Antoni. Please bye and see you again. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Then and Now channel. I'm Anton, and today we will explore the dramatic and fascinating story of legendary actress Katharine Hepburn, an icon of Hollywood cinema with a life full of turmoil, love, and mystery. Make sure you're ready because this story will keep you hooked. To begin, let's go back in time to Katharine Hepburn's early years. Born on May 12, 1907 in Hartford, Connecticut, Katharine grew up in an intellectual family. Her father is Dr. Thomas Norval Hepburn, a urologist, and her mother is Catherine Martha Houghton, a passionate social activist. With such a strong family foundation, Katharine from a young age was encouraged to think independently and constantly explore. The story goes that Katharine was caught smoking in class, an act of rebellion that only she would dare do. However, her passion for acting made her give up everything to pursue her dream. Katharine's passion for acting began when she participated in plays at Bryn Mawr College. Although she initially had difficulty integrating, her talent and determination helped her quickly shine on stage. One of her outstanding roles was in the play The Woman in the Moon, an experience that shaped her later acting career. After graduating, Katharine decided to pursue her acting dreams seriously. She packed her bags and moved to Baltimore to begin her professional theater career. Here, she received many small roles and gradually built her reputation in the theater industry. The first years of Katharine's film career were not always smooth. Her debut film, A Bill of Divorcement, brought her positive reviews, but it was only when she won an Oscar for her role in Morning Glory that Katharine's name truly shined. Katharine's first Oscar opened a new door for her in the Hollywood film industry. However, her career was not always filled with roses. Katharine has faced many ups and downs, both in her career and personal life. Over the course of her career, she won a total of 4 Academy Awards for Best Actress, an unprecedented record at the time. Now, let's talk about Katharine's stormy love story with Spencer Tracy, one of Hollywood's most famous love stories. The two met for the first time when they acted together in the movie Woman of the Year in 1942. Even though Spencer was married, the love between them still grew and lasted for 26 years until Spencer passed away. Born in 1967. Their love is challenging but also extremely beautiful and special. Throughout her career, Katharine has participated in many famous films such as The Philadelphia Story, Bringing Up Baby, The African Queen, and Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. Each of her roles leaves a special mark and shows the diversity of her acting abilities. In addition, there are many rumors about Katharine's close relationships with many women in the film industry. Although there are many speculations and rumors, the truth about Katharine's personal life has always remained a mystery. She always keeps her personal life private, and perhaps that is her way of protecting her career and reputation. In her final years, Katharine retired and lived a peaceful life. She passed away on June 29, 2003, leaving behind an extremely valuable legacy for world cinema. Katharine Hepburn's life and career are a story of strength, resilience, and love. She broke all barriers for women in the film industry and left an indelible mark. Thank you for following the story of Katharine Hepburn on Then and Now. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss other interesting stories about legendary stars. Please leave your comments below in the comments section. We look forward to hearing from you. See you again in the next videos.
Welcome back to the Then and Now channel. Today is the second day in a series of journeys exploring the lives of famous stars from childhood to becoming global icons. And who is the character we will learn about today? It is Robert De Niro, the man who took Hollywood by storm. Robert De Niro, a name that just needs to be mentioned, makes you feel the suspenseful and tense atmosphere like in the movie Taxi Driver. But did you know that before becoming a symbol of film industry, was Robert also a great comedy boy? This is Robert De Niro as a child. Looking at this boy, does anyone think that he will later become one of the best actors in cinema history? In the past, he not only liked to watch movies, but also directed family plays himself, an actor from birth. This is Robert in Taxi Driver, the movie that established his reputation. Did you know that to prepare for this role, Robert actually worked as a taxi driver in New York? What a dedicated person with the profession. And don't forget, he played an excellent role in Raging Bull, the movie that brought him an Oscar. A real boxer in the form of an actor. Who would have thought that the boy, scared Bobby, can become a mad cow, right? Robert De Niro's story is proof that no matter where you start, if you have the passion and dare to challenge yourself, you can absolutely become a legend. And that's what the channel Then and Now wants to convey to you. Don't forget to follow Then and Now channel to continue to explore other interesting and inspiring stories with us. See you tomorrow with a brand new star. Goodbye and wish you a happy day.
Welcome to Then and Now, where we explore the untold stories of Hollywood stars. Today, we're taking a trip into the magical world, but not to learn spells. We're going to learn about the magical journey of a smart, brave witch from Harry Potter. Yes, Emma Watson, this magic. Emma Charlotte Duer Watson was born on April 15, 1990 in Paris, France. Oh yes, she is French, although her English accent is as good as Oxford. Emma grew up in England after her parents split up, and it was probably her time in London that made her realize that she was a real witch. Little Emma started her acting career in a big way. When at just 9 years old, she beat out thousands of other competitors to win the role of Hermione Granger in the Harry Potter series. And believe me, folks, she played the role so well that many people believed Hermione was Emma's real name. After 8 films, Emma Watson has gone from a naughty girl with a magic wand to one of the most famous actresses in the world. But it doesn't stop there. Emma decided not only to live in the magical world, but also to enter Brown University to pursue her education. What a complete witch! Good at studying and acting. After Harry Potter, Emma continued to prove her talent with iconic roles in films such as The Perks of Being a Wallflower, Beauty and the Beast, and Little Women. Of course, no Hollywood star is without a little trouble, right? Even though she is an icon of the new generation, Emma Watson has also had to face criticism and scandals. Especially when she joined the He for She campaign, some people did not hesitate to attack her, saying that she was only pretending to fight for feminism to polish her name. But Emma did not back down. She continued to speak up to defend her strengths strongly. Emma once made the world comfortable when she spoke at the United Nations about gender equality. Some people even joked that if Hermione really existed, she couldn't have done better than Emma. So where is Emma Watson now, and what is she doing? Not only has she continued her acting career, but she has also become a passionate social activist. With projects like Dare Me Too and her environmental protection campaigns, Emma has proven that she is not just an on-screen witch, but also a real-life hero. As for her personal life, Emma keeps a certain amount of privacy, but she once said, "I like to find happiness in the little things, like drinking tea and reading books." That's quite the real-life Hermione. And that is the amazing journey of Emma Watson, from a naughty witch to a new generation icon. Let's support her tireless efforts. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel Then and Now, so you don't miss out on interesting stories about Hollywood stars. Hello, and welcome to Then and Now. Today, we're not talking about stars who only know how to stand in front of the camera or those who only know how to smile on the red carpet. Today, we're talking about someone who can break a table and make you laugh until your stomach hurts. Yes, I'm talking about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Join me as I take you on a journey from a dreamy boy to Hollywood's #1 action star. Childhood and starting point. Dwayne Douglas Johnson was born on May 2nd, 1972, in Hayward, California. But don't let that sweet name fool you. Dwayne faced challenges from a young age. He is the son of professional wrestler Rocky Johnson, so it's no surprise that Dwayne was introduced to a life of hardship and a little violence. As a child, Dwayne lived in a family with financial difficulties. He moved many times and faced troubles in his personal life, but that only made him stronger. Professional wrestling career. But it was here, in the world of wrestling, that Dwayne found himself. After graduating from the University of Miami, where he played football, Dwayne decided to follow in his father's footsteps and become a professional wrestler. And thus, The Rock was born. With his famous line, "Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?" he created millions of crazy fans all over the world. The Rock is not only an excellent wrestler, but also a genius storyteller with an undeniable style and charm. Movies like The Scorpion King, Fast and Furious, Jumanji, and Moana have not only helped Dwayne establish himself, but have also made him one of the highest-paid actors in the world. And let's not forget that he is also one of the most inspirational people with a story of overcoming all difficulties to achieve success. Dwayne is not only an action star, he is also a family man, a successful businessman, and an active social activist. From producing movies, writing books, to participating in charity activities, Dwayne always maintains a fighting spirit and optimism. But it hasn't all been smooth sailing. Dwayne has faced many personal challenges, from battling depression to overcoming career setbacks. But he's proven that with perseverance and determination, anything is possible. So what is The Rock doing now? In addition to continuing to act and produce major film projects, Dwayne focuses on his family, his wife, and 3 adorable daughters. And if you didn't know, Dwayne also has a hugely successful tequila brand, among other business ventures. Yes, he is an icon of strength, perseverance, and talent. And if there is one thing we can learn from The Rock, it is never give up, always keep moving forward, and don't forget to enjoy a shot of tequila when things are going well. And that's the inspiring journey of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, from a boy no one knew to one of the most powerful stars in Hollywood. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Then and Now channel so you don't miss out on the magical stories of other big stars. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Hello friends, welcome to Then and Now channel. I'm Antoni, and today we will continue our journey to explore the lives of famous stars from childhood to becoming global icons. And our character today is someone whose name just makes you want to dance the Carlton. That's right, it's none other than Will Smith. Will Smith, the Prince of Hollywood. But did you know that before becoming a shining star, Will was also a normal boy with very simple dreams? This is Will Smith as a child. Looking at this boy, do you think that he will later become one of the most famous actors and singers in the world? Once upon a time, Will wanted to become a computer engineer. That's right, you heard right. Our Will Smith once dreamed of working with chips and code. The story goes that as a child, Will was very smart and always got high scores in his subjects. But what makes him stand out the most is his ability to talk. That's right, little Will always knows how to make people laugh and love him with his witty and creative stories. Surely, Will's teachers predicted that he would become a star of the class. Will Smith was born and raised in Philadelphia, where life was not always easy. But with optimism and natural talent, Will overcame all difficulties and started his music career very early. Did you know that, before becoming an actor, Will was an extremely successful rapper with the nickname The Fresh Prince? This is Will in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the TV series that made his name fly high and far. The humorous and touching story about a boy from a poor neighborhood who moves to live with a rich family in Bel-Air has captured the hearts of audiences. Did you know that Will himself wrote the opening lyrics for the movie? And now, every time you listen to that background music, you definitely can't sit still without dancing to the music. And not stopping there, Will has conquered the big screen with a series of blockbuster movies such as Independence Day, Men in Black, and I Am Legend. In particular, his role in The Pursuit of Happiness brought him an Oscar nomination. Surely many of you shed tears while watching this movie, right? But you know, Will Smith is not only a talented actor, but also a great father and a dedicated philanthropist. He always spends time with his family and regularly participates in charity activities to help the community. A true heart of gold. And here's a fun fact. Will Smith loves sports and has tried many different sports. From basketball to football to golf, nothing can be difficult for him. He even shared that if he didn't do art, he would probably become a professional athlete. Well, we may have lost a talented actor but gained a sports star. Did you know Will Smith is also a very funny person and always knows how to make people around him laugh? During a filming of Men in Black, he made everyone laugh loudly when imitating the voices of cartoon characters. What a diverse talent. With a career spanning more than 3 decades, Will Smith has left a deep impression on the audience with his hit movies and hits. He has won many prestigious awards and nominations, and is always one of Hollywood's most popular faces. Currently, Will continues to work in the entertainment industry and participate in many new film projects. He constantly challenges himself with diverse and challenging roles. Will always believes that every role is an opportunity to learn and grow. So today, we discovered together Will Smith's story from childhood to fame. From a smart, funny boy to a movie star and exemplary father, Will Smith is truly an icon not only of cinema, but also of life. Don't forget to follow Then and Now channel to continue to explore other interesting and inspiring stories with us. See you tomorrow with a brand new star. Goodbye and have a nice day. And remember, keep a smile on your lips like Will Smith. Welcome to a special episode of Then and Now. Today, we're taking a trip back in time to explore the fascinating journeys of the legendary stars of the classic movie Shane. Recall Shane, the legendary cowboy who rode into town, rescued the townspeople, and disappeared into the sunset. But this isn't just a nostalgia trip. Join us as we dive into the lives of the cast from then to now to see how time has changed them. And brace yourself, because what's coming next will surprise you. Alan Shane Ladd, hero of the Wild West. We can't start this journey without mentioning Alan Ladd, who brought the character of Shane to life. Shane, a sharpshooter with a mysterious past, is a symbol of honesty and honor. From a relative unknown, Alan Ladd rose to fame when he was signed to a long-term contract by Universal Pictures. But the road to the top was not easy. The diminutive blonde was once rejected after just 6 months of auditions. Ladd's talent, however, was not to be forgotten. He made a strong comeback as Jay Gatsby in the 1949 film adaptation of The Great Gatsby. Although the film had many difficulties during production and did not earn the expected revenue, Ladd managed to make an impression on audiences. He was also honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and recognized in many other categories. However, his personal life was not smooth. Alan suffered from health problems and, sadly, passed away in 1964 from an overdose of alcohol and sleeping pills. Van Heflin, the resilient farmer Joe Starrett. Van Heflin, who plays Joe Starrett, a key character in the film Shane, brings the image of a steadfast and dedicated American farmer. Joe initially depends on Shane to protect his family, but eventually finds the inner strength to stand up for himself. Heflin's career began on Broadway, where he was discovered by Katharine Hepburn, who signed him to RKO Pictures. Heflin then had an impressive film career with memorable roles in films such as Outcasts of Poker Flat and The Philadelphia Story. He married twice and had 3 children, one of whom was actress Vanna O'Brien. However, Heflin's life was not without its ups and downs, and he died at the age of 62 from a heart attack. Jean Arthur, the resilient mother Marion. Jean Arthur, as Marion, brought warmth and heart to Shane. Her character was the heart of the Starrett family, a resilient mother and wife in the harsh landscape of the Wild West. John Arthur was not only an icon of femininity in the Western world, but also a talented actress with a career spanning decades. She began her film career in the 1920s and quickly became one of Hollywood's most recognizable stars. Jean Arthur had a colorful life both on and off screen. She married twice, but had no children, and lived out her final years in Carmel by the Sea, California. Despite her retirement from the limelight, Arthur is remembered as one of the greatest actresses of her time. She died at the age of 90, leaving behind an indelible legacy. Jack Palance, legendary villain, Jack Wilson. It is impossible not to mention Jack Palance, who brought life to the terrifying villain, Jack Wilson. With his ruthlessness and extremely accurate shooting skills, Wilson became one of the most memorable villains in the Western genre. Jack Palance, with his rugged appearance and cold eyes, turned Wilson into a symbol of violence. Palance began his acting career on Broadway and quickly moved to the big screen, where he became one of Hollywood's most memorable faces. He starred in many other classic films, but his performance in Shane remains one of his most memorable. Palance lived a tumultuous life, going through 2 marriages and having 3 children. He passed away in 2006 at the age of 87, leaving an indelible mark on film history. Ben Johnson, Chris Calloway's fearsome henchman. Ben Johnson, as Chris Calloway, Rufus Riker's cruel henchman, brought a terrifying and powerful image. With his large body and violent nature, Calloway embodied menace and violence in the Western world. Johnson began his film career as a stuntman and gradually became a star. He was not only famous for his film roles, but also ran a successful horse ranch. Johnson had a happy marriage to his wife Carol Elaine Jones until her death in 1994. Johnson died 2 years later at the age of 77, leaving behind a huge legacy in both the film industry and his personal life. Emil Meyer, The Cruel Ranch. Baron, Rufus Riker. Emil Meyer is a masterful performer as Rufus Riker, the cruel ranch baron. With his impressive performance, Meyer portrays a vicious villain who hires Jack Wilson to eliminate the weak farmers. Meyer was not only famous for his role in Shane, but also left his mark in many other films such as Blackboard Jungle and Paths of Glory. However, his career did not go smoothly later due to health problems. Emil Meyer passed away in 1987 after battling Alzheimer's disease, ending a turbulent acting career. Elisha Cook Jr., as Stonewall Tory, a hot-tempered and easily agitated settler, created one of the most memorable characters in Shane. Cook's involvement heightened the conflict between the characters and took the film to a new level. Cook began his acting career in the 1930s and appeared in many other famous films such as The Maltese Falcon and The Big Sleep. Although he often took on supporting roles, Cook always left a deep impression on audiences. He passed away in 1995, leaving behind a great legacy in the film industry. And that is the journey from past to present of the actors who created one of the most legendary westerns of all time. From the shining stars of the silver screen to the ups and downs of real life, Shane is not just a movie, but also a symbol of a golden age of Hollywood. Time may have passed, but the legacy they left behind is still with us. Stay tuned to Then and Now to discover more fascinating stories. See you in the next episodes. Welcome to our special program. Today, we will take a look at the glamorous and mysterious pages of Hollywood's history, where daring dresses created unexpected stirs. We will discover never-before-told stories about legendary costumes, unforgettable memories, and shocking scandals of ancient movie stars. First on our list is a glamour icon of the 1930s, Jean Harlow. In 1933, Harlow rocked Hollywood with her daring low-cut dress in the movie Dinner at 8. With a tight design and no bra, Harlow made the media put her on the front page for many months. A bold decision, but exactly what she wanted. Despite only having a short career lasting 9 years, Jean Harlow left a deep impression in the hearts of audiences. Now let's go back in time a bit, back to 1917 with Theda Bara. In the silent movie Cleopatra, Bara stunned everyone with jeweled outfits and a snake-shaped bra. It's hard to imagine how she could comfortably wear it, but we know for sure that Theda Bara caused a real fashion revolution. And here we have Rita Hayworth, who turned a pin-up photo into a World War II icon. In 1941, Hayworth appeared in Life magazine in a black lace nightgown, and the photo became the most copied pin-up image in history. With more than 5 million copies sent to American soldiers, Rita Hayworth is not only a beauty icon, but also a source of great spiritual encouragement during wartime. We can't help but mention Jane Mansfield, who created one of the most memorable paparazzi moments. At Sophia Loren's party in 1957, Mansfield appeared in a revealing satin dress that made Loren unable to take her eyes off her. That moment was captured and became one of Hollywood's most famous photos. Sadly, Mansfield passed away at the age of 37 in a car accident. Indispensable is Josephine Baker, the first black icon of the international entertainment industry. Baker made history with her dance performance in a dress made from 16 rubber bananas. Her performance in Paris in 1926 created a sensation and turned her into a global phenomenon. Josephine Baker is not only a talented artist, but also a groundbreaking fashion icon. Next is the indispensable legend, Marilyn Monroe. The famous white dress in The 7-Year Itch made the whole world shake. Even though she endured personal troubles, Monroe always shined and left indelible images in the hearts of fans. Enter Bianca Jagger, who broke all bridal wear norms in 1971. She appeared in a white Yves Saint Laurent coat with nothing underneath and paired with a wide-brimmed hat. This outfit has become a symbol of freedom and generosity in wedding fashion. We can't leave out Cher and her bold outfits. In 1974, Cher shocked the world with a stunning beaded dress by Bob Mackie. She continues to surprise fans with sexy and daring see-through outfits. And finally, we can't help but mention Princess Diana, who turned all her outfits into icons. From the see-through dress when she was a school assistant to the famous revenge dress in 1994, Diana always made the public admire. Despite many difficulties, she is still a symbol of fashion and courage. These are colorful and dramatic stories about the costumes that created history. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to click like and subscribe so you don't miss other interesting stories. This is Anthony. See you in the next video. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome everyone to the Players of the Year show. Today, we will explore together the top 10 most successful sports athletes. These stars not only make us admire them for their talent, but also for their unbelievable achievements. Now, are you ready to cheer? Let's go. At number 10, we have a basketball star with top slam dunks and a brilliant career. That's right, that's LeBron James. With a series of NBA championships and countless personal records, LeBron has proven that he is not only king on the court, but also king in the hearts of fans. Next, at number 9, we have a tennis legend who makes his opponents sweat every time he holds the racket. Yes, it's Serena Williams. With 23 Grand Slam titles, Serena is not only a symbol of perseverance, but also an endless source of inspiration for women. Coming to position 8, we welcome a track and field star who every time he runs, we only see dust and smoke behind him. That's Usain Bolt. With the nickname Lightning and 8 Olympic gold medals, Bolt has made the whole world admire his super speed. The 7th place belongs to a Formula One racing driver who every time he accelerates, the whole world holds its breath. That's right, it's Lewis Hamilton. With 7 world championships, Hamilton has written his name in history as one of the greatest racing drivers. We continue with the 6th position, which is a football legend with stunning shots and skillful technique, Lionel Messi. With a series of individual and collective titles, Messi has proven that he is truly a football genius. In 5th place, we welcome a female gymnast with beautiful and extremely impressive performances. That's Simone Biles. With 7 Olympic medals and countless other titles, Simone has become a symbol of perfection and consistency. The 4th place goes to another football star who has wowed the world with his speed and skills, Cristiano Ronaldo. With a series of scoring records and titles, CR7 is not only an excellent player, but also an ideal model for constant efforts. Already close to the top, and at number 3, there is a Swiss tennis player with an elegant playing style, Roger Federer. With 20 Grand Slam titles, Federer has proven that he is one of the greatest tennis players of all time. 2nd place belongs to a basketball player with millimeter-accurate three-point shots, Stephen Curry. With 3 NBA championships and countless three-point shooting records, Curry has changed the way we look at modern basketball tactics. And finally, number 1, none other than Michael Phelps. With 23 Olympic gold medals, Phelps has become a living legend of swimming. He is not only the most successful athlete in Olympic history, but also a symbol of dedication and constant effort. So we have discovered together the top 10 most successful sports athletes. They are not only shining stars in the sports industry, but also great inspirational people. Thank you for watching, and see you again in the next programs of Then and Now. Goodbye, and see you again. Hello everyone, welcome to the show Hollywood Mystery. Today, we reveal the secrets of the entertainment industry, when big stars also have to experience the feeling of being banned. You heard right. In the glamorous world of Hollywood, sometimes just a small mistake can make you boycotted, not by fans, but by the entire Hollywood system. Let's discover the top 10 celebrities banned in Hollywood right now. Number 10. Starting off today's list is one of the most iconic directors of cinema, Roman Polanski. Yes, he was a brilliant talent with iconic works like The Pianist, but when he was accused of molesting a minor, he left the US and never returned. Hollywood closed its doors to him. At number 9 is Mel Gibson, star of action classics like Mad Max and Braveheart. Gibson was once one of the most beloved actors around, until he was embroiled in a series of scandals involving racist remarks and domestic violence. It seems Hollywood has decided, we don't need any more Bravehearts. Thanks. Next up, we have Lindsay Lohan at number 8. Lindsay was once Hollywood's golden girl with movies like Mean Girls and Freaky Friday, but her rebellious teenage years, partying lifestyle, and arrests led to her being ostracized from Hollywood. Sadly, Lindsay has gone from being a rising star to having to fight to keep her career afloat. Number 7 goes to Charlie Sheen. If you remember the hit comedy 2.5 Men, then you probably also remember Charlie Sheen's scandal with the producers. After shocking statements and repeated relapses with alcohol and drug problems, Sheen was fired from the show and almost completely banned from Hollywood. What a wrong move, and goodbye career. At number 6, we have Rosie O'Donnell, a famous actress, TV host, and producer. Rosie was a shining star on television until she repeatedly made controversial statements about politics and her personal life. Hollywood decided, enough, Rosie, time to shut up. And since then, she has had to temporarily leave the big stage. Number 5 goes to Kevin Spacey, one of the most beloved stars of House of Cards, but when allegations of sexual harassment surfaced, his entire career was ruined overnight. Netflix and many producers immediately cut all ties with Spacey, putting him on the Hollywood blacklist. Entering the top 4, we have veteran actress Sharon Stone. After her iconic role in Basic Instinct, Sharon became a Hollywood sex symbol. But the scandal surrounding her comments about the 2008 China earthquake led to her being boycotted by many film studios. A regrettable stumble for a great icon. We're getting closer to the top of the list, and at number 3 is Katherine Heigl. Once beloved for her roles in Grey's Anatomy and romantic comedies, Katherine was sidelined by Hollywood when she constantly criticized producers and her co-stars. Talent is aplenty, but attitude is just as important. In second place, we have a star who has been an idol for generations, Britney Spears. Despite a stellar music career, Britney has also gone through a dark period with mental health scandals and complicated family relationships. Hollywood closed its doors to her for a while, but now Britney is slowly regaining her position. An inspiring story. And finally, the champion, the most famous person banned from Hollywood, that is, Harvey Weinstein. With an illustrious film production career, Weinstein was once the most powerful man in Hollywood. But after a series of brave women spoke up to accuse him of sexual harassment and assault, Weinstein had to face the law and was permanently banned from Hollywood. A tragic end for a man who was once at the peak of power. So we have discovered together the top 10 celebrities who were banned from Hollywood. These stories are clear proof that, in the glamorous entertainment world, just 1 minute of mistake can cost you everything. Thank you for watching, and see you again in the next programs of Then and Now. Goodbye, and see you again. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome everyone to the show Singing Numbers. Today, we will explore together the top 10 best-selling singers in the world. Let's prepare for a surprising and exciting musical journey with names that cannot be ignored in the international music industry. Now, are you ready? Let's go. At number 10, we have a man who, when you hear his voice, makes you wonder how one person can be your mother's, your, and even your child's idol. Yes, that's Elton John. With over 300 million records sold, this pop rock king has certainly proven that Benny and the Jets is not just a song, but a phenomenon. Next up at number 9, prepare yourself for love to drive you crazy with the queen of pop music, Madonna. With record sales exceeding 300 million copies, Madonna is not only a music icon, but also a fashion, cultural, and even scandal icon. Coming to position number 8, we welcome a musical genius, a man who not only has a great voice, but also has the ability to warm up the hearts of countless girls. That's Michael Jackson. With more than 350 million records sold, the king of pop not only conquered the world with his magical moonwalk dance moves, but also with his immortal songs. 7th place belongs to a legendary band from England. They created a global craze with their music and are still iconic in the hearts of fans. Yes, we are talking about the Beatles. With over 600 million records sold, they have proven that music truly has no borders. We continue with the 6th position, which is a man with romantic blonde hair and a sweet voice that captivates people's hearts. That's right, it's Elvis Presley. With more than 500 million records sold, the king of rock and roll still lives forever in the hearts of music lovers. At number 5, we welcome a stylish and talented gentleman who brings us classic ballads. That's Celine Dion. With over 250 million records sold, this Canadian girl has definitely made My Heart Will Go On resonate everywhere. 4th place belongs to another legendary group from England, Queen. With immortal songs like Bohemian Rhapsody and We Will Rock You, They have sold more than 300 million records and become icons of rock music. We're close to the top, and at number 3, it's the queen of modern pop, Rihanna. With more than 250 million records sold, the girl from Barbados has conquered the world with her unique musical style and unmistakable fashion sense. Second place belongs to a female singer with a strong and emotional voice, a symbol of feminist strength, Whitney Houston. With more than 200 million records sold, Whitney has left an indelible mark on the world of music. And finally, number 1, none other than the Beatles. With over 600 million records sold, they are truly living legends of music. The Beatles not only changed the music industry, but also world culture. A big round of applause for these legends. So together, we have discovered the top 10 best-selling singers in the world. They are not only talented artists, but also icons of music and culture. Thank you for watching, and see you again in the next programs of Then and Now. Goodbye, and see you again.